So one of my students was asking, like, he said that I taught him this one thing that helps a lot, and so I'm going to mention it again. It's the whole concept of tapping. Okay, so I was on this boxing forum, and a few people were asking, like, how come they notice professional boxers don't hit the bag hard? I mean, they do hit the bag hard, but they don't do it all the time. And I think partly because you want that biofeedback. Okay, hitting the bag hard is like one motion, one skill that you need to have. But another skill to have is the ability to just hit and hit and hit over and over again, right? And so how do you overcome this, the temptation to just look at this as a heavy target and you're just trying to show off to someone how hard you hit? Well, it's the quick tap, okay? So this is why boxers use the speed bag. Thai boxers don't use the speed bag, but you know, because the motion is a little bit different, okay? So why is this important? So because of the whole COVID-19, a lot of us are locked in place. We don't really have any place to go. So you might tie this, you might put this equipment next to a tree, and the padding on it's not very hard. So how do you get good training out of it? Well, a way to do that is you don't hit it very hard. Instead, you're just lightly tapping. Okay, so you just tap. See how I'm just tapping? See how I'm just tapping? So the whole concept of tapping is really important because now you're learning to pump this motion again. So think of the hit. Bruce Lee was one of the first person that wrote about this, as isometric contraction. So with isometric contraction or isometric training, every set of stop or resistance, your body gets stronger at that point. Okay, so your body gets strong at this point, gets strong at this point, gets strong at this point, gets strong at this point. And this is why weightlifting is so important, because every range of motion teaches your body to stabilize. But when you punch, there's a certain sweet spot where your fist hits the target, and then somehow that fist has to knock someone out, okay? So a lot of us think about the hit starting from here and ending at here. But where it does most of the job is here, right? So what you need to do now is you need to practice hitting just a few inches away from it, right? So with Bruce Lee, he showed the 1-inch punch where he put his fist out and he just hit the guy, right? So he's able to generate a lot of force within like an inch from the target. So now when you're boxing, instead of hitting the target and coming back to here to re-hit, it's a bit slow. What if you can hit and hit again, instead of hitting, coming back and then hitting? So if you watch beginners, especially if you watch UFC fighters who are wrestlers and not very good strikers, boom, and they bring it back to here. They're like this. Okay, boom, they're like this. It's very predictable, right? If you watch Rampage Jackson, this is how he, at the end of his career, or you know, he was doing a lot of this, showing or high cover. Okay, that's fine, but you get pinned down a lot. So it is better to be able to hit without bringing it back too much. Now, obviously, if you're getting tagged, you have to cover up, right? But if you're the one who's doing the attacking, you want to just keep on peppering the guy, okay? So how do we develop that skill, especially if you don't have access to a good punching bag? You just lightly touch, okay? Touch, 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 okay? So if you watch my previous video, we talked about working the uppercut. You just touch, uppercut, boom, touch, uppercut, boom, boom. Okay, now notice my uppercut, I don't bring it all the way back. I don't go like this and then start from here. Okay, it's too slow. Instead, I'm hitting and then boom. So a lot of times, because I'm shorter than a lot of my students, or when I spar, I'm hitting them, tagging them out, and I sneak it up. I'm like, I throw my jab combo and I just sneak it up right there. And a lot of times I'll set it up so that I'm coming in and I sneak it up right from there. Okay, so it's pop, pop, boom, boom, and then follows across. Okay, pop, 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 pop. See how I just snuck it up? Pop, 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 pop. Now obviously we can talk about how you should align your body. Now I'll talk a lot of time with the alignment.